Having these accessories in your camera bag is going to be the difference whether you land a photograph or you don't. They are so inexpensive, so easy to use. They live in your camera bag forever and ever. Just use them, put them right back in there. They are household items. It's not that you're going to go buy some camera gadgets. It's not. Let's see how you can take advantage of these to get some amazing photographs when no camera gear is helping you out. These guys will. Hey guys, I'm a fashion and a wildlife photographer from New York, and I am here to make photography easy. Alright guys, so let's talk about this. I'm not talking about gadgets. If you know this channel, you know that I am a minimalist. I hate carrying extra lenses. I hate carrying extra equipment. I just don't like it. I normally carry 2 camera bodies, 1 lens, and that's the end of that. Now, why do I have so many accessories? They're not so many, but they're so easy, and you'll see why they are always living in the bag. They are all household items. There's nothing special about them. You don't have to go to any camera store to buy them. Amazon, none of that. You get them, for the most part, I think they already exist in your home. And they are so important. I have to say that they are so important. They have literally allowed me to have the photographs when everything failed. These accessories were always there for me. So what are they? So the first and such an important accessory that should live in your bag is this guy. You know, what is this? It's a garbage bag. You need to have a garbage bag folded up, sitting in your bag. It does not require extra space at all. You can just shove it into anywhere. I mean, in the main camera bag, in the pockets, wherever. But a garbage bag is so important, right? Why is it so important? So if you're going to the Arctic, or if you're going to Alaska, or if you're going to a place that's super cold, you take out your camera, go photograph. Now the temperatures between the camera bag and the outside, I mean, where I go, they could be minus 30, minus 40, minus 56 as well. The camera becomes really cold. It's functioning, the camera functions, but it's really cold. Now you take that, and if you are going in a tent that has heat, or let's say you're going back to a hotel that is warm, your camera is going to have fog on it. I mean, there's going to be moisture in there, and the only way you can protect it is before going into a warm place. Take this guy, this amazing tool, take this guy, put your camera inside of it, tie a knot, go inside. I mean, what I normally do is I take out the SD cards, put it in my jacket, put the camera and the lens, everything together in there, tie a knot, put it into the camera bag, and then go into the warm tent, or go into the hotel, or go wherever you're going where it's warm. Or even if you're going into a warm car, you know, there's moisture, condensation happens. It happens. People don't want to believe it, but it happens. I have had problems. Condensation has killed SD cards. Condensation has had my camera not function properly. So that is the reason why I love a plastic garbage bag. I know, environmentalists, we shouldn't use plastic, but plastic, it helps. So that's not just one use. It helps in the snow for the cold weather. It also helps when you are shooting in dust, and you take your photograph, you put your camera bag inside, wait for the shot to happen, take it out, do it again, or punch a hole through it, and then shoot from there. You don't need to have these fancy camera protecting stuff and whatnot. Less than 10 cents or 15 or 20, I don't know, depends where you are. So that's that. You can do that in the dust. So important for me, I use my garbage bags when I'm shooting on the beach. No matter what protection you have, no matter what you've got going on, you have to have sand in your camera. When you are shooting on the beach, the wind is blowing, weather is going crazy, there's sand that gets into your camera system, and there's nothing you can do about it. Now you can. take the garbage bag, but put a hole through the garbage bag, and then you can shoot through it. You can put your hands in there. There's no extra equipment purchase or accessory purchase at a camera store. Garbage bags are available everywhere. If you forget, I have even gone and taken the garbage bag out of my hotel room, you know, where they have it in the can for you and you're supposed to dump all your stuff in over there. I forgot my camera. So what did I do? I just take it out from the garbage can and I used it. So garbage bag, amazing accessory. Keep it in your bag. It lives there. If you forget it, the hotels will have it. Go anywhere. Everybody has a garbage. Alright guys, so what is my next accessory that is seriously has no expense at all? You know what it is? My second most amazing accessory that lives in my bag and always does is this. Now this is not anything that I've purchased. You know what this is? This is a piece of towel that I have cut from my home and I use that. In fact, it was a towel that my kids were using. So when your spouse, your wife, your girlfriend, your whoever is throwing away the towel, don't let her, right? Or don't let him, whatever. Don't. Take it, cut it into pieces, and then you can leave that in your bag. Now, it's not just to clean your equipment. It's not just to clean your lens or your camera, which I do all the time. I keep my camera super clean. So I do use it for that as well. But you can also use it for other things. And what I do is I use it for, so you know how you have the flap of your camera bag when you open it up and there's cables and there's things in there and blah blah blah. So what I do is I put this on top of my equipment. So when it flips down again, it's not pushing against your equipment, your camera or your lens or whatever, right? So I use it for that. I also use it to wrap up my batteries. So if I don't have a battery bag or I'm going to a place that requires less weight and I'm trying to shove everything into one camera bag, I use this. I like my batteries sitting in that. And they're protected. The opening of the batteries, the metal pieces of the batteries are not touching anything else, so I leave it in that. The other thing I use that for is I take camera batteries. So there's one camera battery that is inside the camera. There are 3 other camera batteries that sit on me at all times. You take it, you wrap your camera batteries, and then you put this, or you wrap your battery in this small towel, and then you put it in your pocket. 2 things happen over there. 1, they're warmer. 2, the batteries are not touching your body. There is a layer, or now there are a few layers in between you and the battery. So I use my towels for that. I use my towels to throw it on the sand if I'm shooting and I need to put my camera down and I don't have a camera bag and I don't have anything else. What do? I take out this camera, this amazing accessory, the towel, and then I throw it on the beach or on the snow, and then I lay my camera right on top of that. So it's not directly touching the sand or directly touching the snow. I mean, I can think of so many other reasons why these things sit in my bag and they sit in my bag forever. You know, the third thing that I'm going to tell you is going to totally surprise you. And it's something that I'm going to say a lot of us always have it, but we never think of using it to take advantage and use it in the photography business. And that, the third one, is my hat. Now, this is a special hat. Yes, it is special. It is very special. Number one, the reason why it's special is because when I do this, you see over here, you see the rim part of this particular hat is very long. Yeah, it does have multi-purpose as well. But what does this do for me? What it does for me is when I take my camera and I put it towards my eye, you see the shade it has, because it's so long, the shade that it gives you, it just is absolutely amazing. And you can actually pull it out a little bit and you can see your LCD if you don't want to see it through the viewfinder as well. So that is one of the reasons why I have this. My family always laughs at me when I wear this out on a regular day and I'm not shooting. They say, "Dad, take that hat off. It's so awkward because it is so long over here." That's not the only reason why I have this hat. The other reason why I have this hat is because it folds. Look at that. It folds and it sits in your camera bag. This is an amazing piece of equipment, guys. Accessory, I should say. One, to add extra shade for you to see through the viewfinder or the LCD screen. And the other thing is, of course, since it is so long, your eye does not get so fatigued. I mean, it's just extra shade that you're getting. So this is amazing. I think you guys should get it. Here is another one. This is the fourth accessory tip that I'm giving you guys. This is an amazing tool. I'll tell you a little bit story about this. I was in France and I forgot my garbage bag. What do? I pull out the garbage bag from the garbage can in the hotel. I pull it out. Now it has a sort of a string to it. And I don't pay much mind. And I'm like, okay, no big deal. So I take that and we are on the beach photographing and I want to protect my camera from the sand and so on. I pull the plastic thing, I pierce a hole, put my lens through it. Great, awesome. But then you know that little string that was hanging, it was red. So what happens is the wind is blowing and that thing is going in front of my lens and 90% of the shoot was destroyed. After that, I keep this rubber band in my camera bag at all times. Why does it help? Pierce a hole through it, take this band, put it on top of the plastic, you're done. If at all there is a string, pull it out, throw it out. You don't need that string dangling around. But this rubber band is absolutely amazing. And here's one more thing I do want you guys to know. Where did it go? Here it is. So this plastic bag, try to keep it a solid color, okay? Or clear, or white, or black. Because if you do get colorful bags, then you are going to run into the problem of having some kind of a color cast because the sun hit it a certain way. I know it's going to sit behind the camera, but weirdest things have happened. Like I just told you that the string in the garbage was blowing crazy and it destroyed 90% of my shoot. Here's another quick story. I hired an assistant in France when I was there. And since I was packing everything in there, what he did was he was going through my bags so he could put everything nice and neat in there. And then he looks at my rubber band and he's like, we don't need this, and he chucks it. And then he looks at my old tattered towel and he chucks it. He's like, we don't need this. And then he looks at the garbage bag and he chucks it. And when he did that, I just got irritated on him and I said, hey, these are things that are so valuable to me and you are throwing them out. No, please don't do that. And then I explained why I need them and I explained to him why they are so helpful. And he was like, wow, I wouldn't even think about these things. So, you know, these things are not, you don't buy them in a camera store. These are just out of experience, out of years and years and years of photographing and just, you know, utilizing things that help you out. Anyway guys, these are the accessories that I use on a regular basis. They live in my camera. They've been living in my camera for years and years and years. I thought I'd share this with you and you guys can take advantage of it as well. So this is the accessory tips that I can give you guys. I hope you enjoyed it and I'm going to see you guys soon. Thank you.